Welcome to Celebrity Reports, the place where we dive deep into the fascinating world of celebrities and uncover the stories behind the headlines. Today, we're turning our attention to the one and only Jeremy Wade, the fearless biologist and angler who took the world by storm with his wildly popular show, River Monsters. For years, fans followed him on his treacherous global expeditions as he sought out the most bizarre and dangerous freshwater creatures on Earth. But then, without warning, the show came to a halt. The question has lingered in the minds of millions: why did River Monsters end? Well, Jeremy Wade has finally revealed the truth, and it's more surprising than anyone could have imagined. When River Monsters first aired in 2009, it wasn't expected to become the worldwide phenomenon it turned into. The show blended thrilling adventure, real science, and a charismatic host with a genuine passion for aquatic life. Each episode was like a mystery unraveling, as Wade hunted for elusive creatures tied to terrifying legends. But behind the scenes, the pressure to constantly top previous adventures started taking a toll. In a recent conversation with close sources, Jeremy Wade opened up about the decision to end the show, and it wasn't just about ratings or creative burnout. According to him, the real reason had more to do with how the show began attracting unexpected attention from groups who weren't entirely supportive of his investigations. As Wade explained it, while the show was always focused on conservation and education, some of the locations he visited were becoming too politically sensitive. One episode in particular, which never aired, involved Wade traveling deep into a remote jungle region where locals spoke of a creature that had never been documented. The trip took months to coordinate, and the team faced unusual resistance from authorities. Wade described the atmosphere during that shoot as tense and unpredictable. After returning from that trip, several senior production members voiced concerns about continuing with such risky explorations. There were murmurs that Wade's safety was no longer guaranteed in certain regions, and even the network began to grow hesitant. But that's not all. Wade also hinted at something even more unusual: an encounter during one of his last expeditions that left a deep impression on him. While he didn't go into full detail, he described an event that occurred during filming in South America, where he came face to face with a species previously unknown to science. According to him, the creature displayed behavior far more intelligent than anything he'd ever witnessed in the wild. The footage was reviewed but never released. The official reason given was inconclusive scientific evidence, but Wade believes there was more to it. He confessed that following that event, he started receiving messages from individuals he didn't recognize, warning him to stop his expeditions. At first, he dismissed it as internet noise, but when those messages became more personal, mentioning the whereabouts of his crew and even his family, things changed. That's when he began pushing the network to wind down the series, on his own terms, and without public drama. Despite the shocking reasons behind the cancellation, Wade insists there's no bitterness in his decision. Instead, he sees it as a necessary shift in his career and life. He continues to be involved in wildlife conservation and education, though in more controlled environments. He's also been working on a series of books and a documentary project, one that might finally share more about the mysterious creature he encountered, if he can get clearance to release the footage. Fans of River Monsters were heartbroken when the series ended, but now, knowing the deeper story behind its conclusion, the emotions are more mixed. On one hand, it's a relief that Wade chose to prioritize safety over spectacle. On the other, it leaves behind an air of mystery, making us wonder just how much of what he saw out there in the wild has never been revealed to the public. Even though the show is no longer airing, Jeremy Wade's legacy lives on, not just as a fisherman or adventurer, but as someone who dared to explore the unknown, even when it came at a personal cost. And while we may never know the full extent of the secrets buried beneath murky rivers and dense jungles, one thing is certain: River Monsters ended not because it failed, but because its mission may have gone far deeper than anyone ever expected. Thanks for watching Celebrity Reports. Stay tuned for more stories that take you beyond the surface and into the heart of the mystery.